So let's talk babies for a little bit. And yeah, this is baby Charlotte Ikarahau. And this is baby Kenna, my favorite. Kahako. And this is baby Modoni. We have to find spaces for them. Baby Jerry. Baby Kare. And baby Akinye. Afro Pieces babies. And I mean, children are such a joy to be around, and they are so incredible in their offerings to us as human. And when I have thought about babies, I have been thinking about what we were when we were human, what we were before we were diluted with race, with politics, with sexism, with gender differences, with differences of class and hierarchy. And the universality of babies as was depicted in this movie, babies, it showed that all babies are the same from the time that they are born to the time they take their first step. They pretty much have the same behaviors and tendencies. So in this movie, babies, it shows that babies are extraordinary, that babies are irresistible, that babies are joyous and buoyant, that everybody loves babies. And it talks about the experience joy and happiness at its purest in this life, affirming and a celebration of the magic of being human and the innocence of babies. And when I have thought about that, I think towards the words of the song of Whitney Houston when she said, I believe that children are a future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of hope to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Could these babies remind us how we used to be? Before we started hating, before we started being malicious, before we started being, greedy, before we started the hate of different kinds, before we knew how to give up. I've been thinking about babies and their resilience and their resistance into this life. They come to this world knowing nothing. They didn't know how to talk. They didn't know how to walk. They didn't know nobody. They were just as pure as love can be. But then they learned how to crawl. They learned how to walk. They learned to cope in this life without with very little of our effort. Their instinct led them to what they needed to learn at different times. I'm sorry, babies, I'm stacking you everywhere. So when I have thought about babies and I've thought about the innocence, what color could we paint in our babies? Yeah, she is happy because we are talking about her. She's laughing. And what could we learn from these little ones? Yeah, that even Jesus said, it is the kingdom of God is for such as this. The kingdom that knows no differences. The kingdom that knows, oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to hurt you. Yeah, the kingdom that knows no pain. The kingdom when we can live together from all walks of life, from all across the nation, across the globe, without putting the divide that you are not from my tribe, you are not from my religion, we are not from the same dialect, we are not from the same this or the same that. Babies do not know that we teach them. And I tell about this story about when I was younger and the politics came into play in Kenya, and there was antagonism between the Kikuyu and the Kalenjin, and everybody was talking about Moi, how Moi is bad, and I bought into that. I bought into that kind of truth, and therefore I did not want to go to a school associated with Moi. I did not want to go to that region, just because I thought the worst would happen to me. But what happens is that we instill those vices in the babies, we introduce them to the rough world. But what about when we are grown up, that we can go back to the steps and reclaim the glory and the innocence of being a baby? That we will not hate, we will just love, we will just experience each other, we will honor each other, we will treat each other with grace. We'll be grateful for the little things. Going back to this story, I missed an opportunity to go to, I think, a national school just because hate had been put inside of me. Fast forward is that I actually went to a school called Moi Girls. And here I find children different, the Kalenjin, the Luos, the Kikuyu, all different kids from Kenya. They were there. And they were loving, they were lovely. I enjoyed, I had good friends. And for the first time, I was exposed to a different other kind of me. And I was like, oh, it was not that bad all after all. I think I went back to my baby steps where love knew no hate. Love knew no color. Love knew no size. It knew no status quo. And I guess this is what the baby school teaches. So Afro Pieces is bringing you authentic babies from Africa, from Asia, from Canada, from Europe, from everywhere. That we can co-work together, we can stand together, we can learn from each other, and we can support each other along this journey of life. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think it's a beautiful experience. So let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Yes, that is the message for today. And let the little children come to me. Let that